I think we'll go ahead and get started. So just come to a nice comfortable seat. And we'll start with our box breathing we've been starting with. Maybe a 4 count. So when you're ready, just inhale through the nose for 4 counts. And then hold at the top for 4 counts. And then exhale for 4 counts. And hold the breath suspended out for another 4 counts. See if instead of making it feel like 4 equal parts to make a box, if you can make it feel kind of like a circle. This circular, continuous breath, even though you're finding that pause in between. See if you can diffuse that air so it doesn't feel like it's coming through the nose and down the throat, but like it's coming through the skin, through the membrane, all over your body evenly. Why does it keep disconnecting and moving? I don't know. All right, let's come into a child's pose. You can have your knees together or your knees apart. If you can, get your forehead to the ground with the knees together. Try that. Keep this box breathing going. If you want to open your shoulders a little more, lift those wrists up, coming up onto tented fingertips. Slowly walk it over to the right, lengthening that whole left side of the body. Let the head come back down. Root back into the left sit bone. Inhale, lengthen through the whole left side. Fill all the way up and hold. Exhale, see what you can soften, melting through the heart, relaxing the jaw, and hold the breath suspended out. Slowly come back through center and over to the left. Root back through that right sit bone. Inhale, lengthen through the whole right side. Soften through the face, shoulders. Slowly come back to center. Come up onto your hands and your knees. Get a nice tabletop setup, stacking everything in place. Start to really engage those hands, pressing down through the fingers and knuckles, shining the heart forward. And really engage the core. Breathe a little more length into your spine and the back of your neck. Inhale, drop the belly, shine the heart forward, fill up. Take one more sip. Exhale, round it out. Press your hands into the mat. Pull the belly button back into the spine. Tuck the chin. See how long you can make each breath last. Still finding that little pause between each breath. Next, exhale, round all the way up to kneeling. Letting the chin come up last. Heart lifts, shoulders draw down the back. Inhale, arms up. Try to glue the palms together and straighten the arms to squeeze the head. Soften the neck and shoulders. Drop your arms to the right. Bring down into the shins. Keeping an apple between your chin and your chest here. Try to straighten the arms and glue the palms. Lift up through the heart. Inhale back through center. Exhale, drop it to the left. Inhale back through center. Bring your hands to your low back. Maybe your fingers point up. Grab your elbows back there. Press your hips forward. Lift your heart and find a backward bend. If it's all right with your neck, you can try dropping the head back. On an inhale, slowly come up. Lower the hands down. Shine the heart forward. Look up. Fill up. One more little sip. Exhale, round it out. Every last drop. Press it back to child's pose. Inhale, come out onto the belly, hands under shoulders, untuck the toes. Hug the elbows in. Reach them back, using the hands to draw the heart forward. Press into the feet to lift the heart up. Now lift the hands. Make sure you're not using any strength of the arms. But now lower the hands and use them to pull the heart forward. But then lift them back up. Press into the feet and lift one more time. Exhale, slowly lower down. Come back up to your hands and your knees. Get that tabletop set up again, and then let that inhale draw your heart forward as you look up, fill up. Stick that tailbone up. Exhale, round it out. One more inhale. Hold on to it as long as you can. Exhale, slowly round it up to kneeling, head and arms heavy. Rooting to the shins, lift the heart, roll the shoulders back. Keep the shoulders down, inhale, arms up. Straighten the arms, glue the palms, reach up out of the waist, and drop it to the right. Try to squeeze your head, soften through the face and shoulders. Imagine that right hand pulling that left hand up and over. Inhale, back up through center, find a little more length. Exhale, drop it to the left. Inhale, back up through center, bring your hands to your low back. Find that backward bend, pressing the hips forward, lifting the heart up. On an inhale, slowly come up, lower the hands, shine the heart forward. Exhale, round it back, child's pose. Inhale, slide out onto the belly, untuck the toes. Draw the elbows in and back, pull the heart forward, press into the feet, lift the heart up. Lift the hands to make sure, and then use the hands to draw the heart forward, and maybe come all the way up now, maybe straightening into the arms. See if you can soften the glutes, but keep pressing into the feet and drawing the heart forward. Now look up and reach up through the chin. Exhale, slowly lower down. Curl the toes under. Lift the knees off the mat. Lift the quads off the mat. Press up to plank. And then lift up, downward facing dog. Or you can always press back to child's pose too, if that's a little too much for your shoulders. So get right into stillness here in your downward facing dog if you feel ready. If you need to move around, you can pedal it out or sway the hips a little bit. Find that deep, slow, rhythmic flow of air through the nose and that little pause between each breath. press down into the left foot. Inhale, reach the right foot up. And imagine pressing both feet equally, pressing the left foot down and the right foot up equally. Level the hips out, press into the hands equally. Lengthen the spine and the back of the neck as you melt the heart down towards that left knee. Come up on the toes, exhale, draw your knee to your nose, step it all the way through. Slowly lower down. Inhale, rise up, fill up, hold on to it. Take one more sip. Exhale, lower the hands, step the left foot forward. Inhale, lift up halfway. And exhale, fold. All right, spread your feet as wide as your hips. We're gonna do that little cat-cow motion here. So it can be really subtle or it can be big. Your knees can be bent deeply if you like. On the inhale, you're gonna shine the heart forward and roll the shoulders back and find a little backward bend. On the exhale, you're gonna find this rounding, tucking the chin, tucking the tailbone a little bit. Inhale, shine the heart forward. Maybe you bend the knees here, roll the shoulders back. On the exhale, you round. Maybe you start to straighten into the legs. Pull the belly in. One more time. See how long you can make it last. Find that little backward bend. Exhale, round it out. Press into the feet. Slowly come all the way up to standing. Arms and head heavy. Lift the heart. Roll the shoulders down the back. Press down into all four corners of both feet. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, swan dive. Lead with the heart. Hinge with the hips. Exhale all the way down. Empty every last drop. Belly in and up. Fold. Inhale, lift up halfway. One more sip. Find a little more length. Exhale, chaturanga, or just step back to plank and lower knees, chest, chin, baby cobra. Meeting back in downward facing dog. Press through the fingers and knuckles a little more, especially that thumb and index finger. Wrap those armpits in towards the face as you hollow them out a little bit. Pull the belly in. Press down into the right foot, lift the left foot up high. Find that balance. Both feet pressing evenly, both hands pressing evenly. Hips are level. Breath is steady, even. Come up on the toes, exhale, knee to nose, step it through, lower down. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, lower hands, step it forward. Inhale, lift up halfway. And exhale, fold. One time here, we'll do that cat-cow motion. Inhale, shine the heart forward, find a little backward bend. Exhale, round it all the way up to standing. Head is heavy, arms are heavy, press into the feet. Grow a little taller as you lift up through the heart. Soften the shoulders down the back, root into the feet. Inhale, reach out, lengthen up. Exhale, hands to heart. And hands down by your sides. Step your feet together. What was that? Gunshot?
No, that was like a big tree branch or something, bro.
Whoa, that was crazy.
Yeah.
So without moving the knees, lower the booty back behind you to drop into that chair. Reach the arms forward and up. You think you'll be able to find which one it was?
Maybe.
Pull the belly in, draw the upper body back. Now press down into the left foot and slowly lift the right knee up high. Inhale, straighten into the left leg. Root down into the left foot, lift the left quad up off the knee. Exhale, sink in. Now try not to press the left knee forward. Try to lower the booty back behind you. And then inhale, come up, press down into the foot, reach up out of the waist. One more time, booty lowers back behind you to bend that knee. Inhale, come up. Now hug the knee in and up nice and tight. If you feel stable here, you can peel the right arm back towards the back of the mat and maybe even let the gaze follow, finding a little twist. Really feel this rooting to rise here as the left foot presses down and you grow a little taller. Soften through the face and shoulders. Draw that knee across the body a little bit with the left hand and roll that right shoulder back one more time. Keep the knee lifted, sweep both arms forward and up. Bring your hands to your heart. Tip forward, shoot that leg back behind you. Everything parallel to the ground. Flex that foot, point the toes down and slightly in. Now feel that that balance as the left foot presses down and the right foot presses back. Level the hips out. Find balance all over here. Find length, find softness. Slowly step back to crescent lunge. Take your time, stack knee over ankle. Inhale up, sink in. Try to square your hips to the front. Draw the belly in, reach up out of the waist. Feel the balance of your left knee pressing forward and the right heel pressing back with equal pressure. Feel the balance between your inhale and your exhale. Keep the heart lifted as you draw the elbows towards each other behind you. Inhale, straight legs, straight arms, reach up. Exhale, sink in. Inhale up. Exhale, sink in. Inhale up one more time. Exhale, sink in, keep the heart lifted, interlace the fingers back by the sit bones. And now tip forward, dropping your head inside that knee. Keep pressing the left knee forward and the right heel back. Let your head become heavy. Soften the shoulders out of the ears. Find your breath. Now release the hands, plant the right hand down, roll the left arm up, gaze up at it. Keep pressing the left knee forward and drawing the right heel back as you roll that left shoulder back. Now lower the right knee down, untuck the back toes, lift your upper body up. Left hand finds right thigh. Left knee presses forward, right hand reaches up. And now lower the hands down to frame that foot and find that half splits. Drawing the toes back towards the face. Maybe walking the left heel a little further forward. Drawing that left hip back into the socket, drawing the toes back towards the nose. Maybe starting to bend at the elbows. Find that nice, slow, steady flow of air through the nose. See where you can find balance. See if you can find balance between that strength and surrender. See if you can find balance between both sides of your body, both parts of the breath. Lower the left foot down, curl the right toes under, shoot the left foot up and back, three-legged dog. Bend the knee, open the hips, try to stack them. Hands pressing in evenly, head is heavy, twisting open. And slowly come back, downward facing dog. Inhale through the nose, come up high on the tippy toes. Open mouth, exhale, sink into the heels. One more time, make it last. Shift your gaze up between your hands, bend your knees, and walk or hop to the top. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold, slowly round up, pressing into the feet, head and arms heavy. Heart lifts, shoulders draw down the back. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, lower hands to heart. Sink into that chair pose. Sink into the heels a little bit. Draw the upper body back a little bit. Find your breath. Move down to the right foot. Lift the left knee up. Reach up out of the waist. Inhale, straighten the left leg. Exhale, sink in. Not pressing the knee forward, just lowering the booty back behind. Press into the right foot and grow up a little taller. Reach up. Exhale, sink in. One more time, inhale, root to rise. Hug that knee in and up nice and tight. If you feel stable, go ahead and reach that left hand back. Maybe gaze can follow, finding that little twist. Keep the knee lifted, sweep both arms forward and up. Bring your hands to your heart. Hinge at the hips, shoot that leg back, everything parallel, flex the foot. Point the toes down and slightly in, level the hips out, find that balance, right foot pressing down, left foot pressing back. Slow motion, step it back, crescent lunge, knee over ankle, shoulders over hips, hips facing forward, sink in. Keep the heart lifted as the elbows draw towards each other behind you. Inhale, straight legs, straight arms, reach up. Exhale, sink in. Inhale up. Exhale, sink in. Lower the hands behind you, interlace the fingers. Drop your head inside that knee. Keep pressing the right knee forward, pressing the left heel back. Head is heavy. Breath is deep. Release your hands. Left hand plants down, right hand rolls up, gaze up at it. Lower the left knee, untuck the left toes, lift up. Right hand finds left thigh, right knee bends, left hand reaches up. Lower the hands to frame the foot. Find that half splits. Maybe that heel slides forward a little bit more. Draw the toes back towards the face. Draw that hip back into the socket and maybe bend at the elbows for a little bit more. Lower the right foot, curl the left toe, shoot the right foot up, three-legged dog, bend the knee, open the hips. And slowly come back downward facing dog. Now we're gonna hop the feet up to the outside of the hands, like a deep yogic squat. Start to push the knees open. Start to draw the thumbs in towards the heart. And now we're gonna hook this right forearm under the shin here to root that right hand down heavy. Keep the sit bones heavy. Reach the left hand up. See if your gaze can follow as you twist open. Soften the shoulders out of the ears. Find your breath. Find a little more twist. And release. Hook that left forearm under the shin. Root that hand down heavy. Sit bones heavy. Right hand reaches up. Gaze follows. Shoulders and face soft and twist. And slowly come back down. Press into the feet. Inhale, come all the way up. Grab your right wrist. Step your right foot behind your left. Drop your arms over to the left. Inhale, back up to center. Grab your left wrist. Left foot steps behind. Arms drop over to the right. And slowly come back to center. And now we're going to lift the right knee up and cross it over the left. Lift the arms up, cross the right arm under the left, come into eagle pose. Trying to draw everything into the center line of the body. Softening that standing ankle and knee to sink in a little more. Pull the belly in. Draw the elbows out and up. Draw the upper body back. Find that deep, slow, rhythmic flow of air through the nose. Find that little pause in between. Slowly come up. Lift that right knee high. Hinge at the hips. Shoot that leg back. Everything parallel. Level the hips out. Find that balance between the left foot and the right. Slowly step back, crescent lunge, knee over ankle, set it up, then find a little backward bend, drawing the left hip back, lifting the elbows high. Release the hands, plant the right hand down, roll the left arm up, gaze up at it. Roll that left shoulder back. Roll to the outside of the right foot, sweep the left foot back, side plank. Stacked or lifted here, rooting to the right hand, lift the hips. Bring the left arm up alongside the ear. Step the left foot behind you, flip it over like wild thing, lifting the hips, lifting the heart. Reaching through the fingers, relax your head and your neck. Slowly come back to plank, optional vinyasa, meeting back in downward facing dog. Inhale, come up high on the tippy toes. Open mouth, exhale, sink into the heels. One more time. Shift your gaze up between your hands, bend your knees. Walk or hop it up there. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold in all the way. Inhale, reverse swan dive, press into the feet, come all the way up. Find a little backward bend. Exhale, hands to heart. And hands down by your sides. Lift your left knee up. Cross it over, maybe toes wrap on this side. Lift your arms up, sweep your left arm under your right, maybe palms touch on this side. Sink into that standing ankle and knee. Upper body back, elbows out and up, belly in, back of the neck long. Find your breath. Slowly come up, lift the left knee high. Hinge forward, shoot that leg back, everything parallel. Find that balance, right foot pressing down, left foot pressing back. Slow motion, step it back, crescent lunge, knee over ankle, set it up. Keep pressing the right knee forward and drawing the right hip back as you find a little backward bend. Release the hands, plant the left hand down, roll the right arm up, gaze up at it. Pressing the right knee forward, drawing the left heel back. Slowly roll to the outside of the left foot. Sweep your right foot back, side plank. Stacked or lifted here. Lift the hips a little higher, reach the right arm up alongside the ear. Step the right foot behind you, flip it over like wild thing. Slowly come back to plank, lower through chaturanga, meeting back in downward facing dog. Inhale through the nose, come up high on the tippy toes. Open up, exhale, sink into the heels. One more time. So we're gonna hop the feet up to the outside of the hands again. Shift your gaze, bend your knees. Find that deep yogic squat at the top. Now, if you want to, you can do the same thing we did before, hooking one arm under here. Or if you want to go for a bind, you can. If you're going to go for a bind, you're going to turn your palm facing back and your thumb facing down. Sometimes you have to kind of lift up or finagle a little bit to get a hold. See if you can interlace your fingers back there. And if so, then you try to come back into that deep yogic squat-ish pose. Find your breath. See if you can inhale any length into your spine and the back of your neck. See if you can exhale any softness through the face, through the shoulders. And release. Now maybe trying the other side or just hooking that forearm under the shin here. If you want to try the bind, palm facing back, thumb facing down. Maybe booty has to lift a little bit to get around there. Sometimes I can get it, sometimes I can't. Find your breath. Find that balance. And release. Now press into the feet. Inhale, come all the way up. Grab the right wrist. Step the right foot behind the left. Drop your arms to the left. Inhale, come back up, grab the left wrist, left foot steps behind, drop your arms to the right. Slowly come back up, step your feet together, lower your booty back behind you, reach the arms forward and then up, sink into your chair. And with every exhale, lower the booty another inch or two. We're gonna lower the booty all the way to the ground, coming into a boat pose. If you need to use your hands to get your booty down, that's okay too. Otherwise, just slow and controlled, lower the booty all the way to the ground. And then lift the legs up, maybe grabbing the backs of the legs or straightening the arms and legs. Pull the belly in, lift the heart. Hug everything into center and really feel the core fire up. Press out through the balls of the feet. Slowly roll onto your back, hug your knees in. We'll rock the whole length of the spine a couple times. See if you can get the toes to touch the ground behind your head. And roll all the way up to a seat a couple times. When you're ready, we're gonna roll it all the way up to that deep yogic squat. If you need to use your hands to get your booty off the ground, you can. Find that deep yogic squat. If you wanna try an arm balance here, we'll We'll lower the hands down just like down dog. And we'll keep pressing out against the knees and squeezing in against the elbows as we try to lift the feet up off the ground, or maybe even just one foot. If you get the feet lifted, see if you can draw them in and up a little bit more. Maybe from your arm balance, you drop into a headstand. Maybe from your headstand, you come back into that arm balance. Maybe from there, you shoot it back, chaturanga. Stay with your breath. A couple of breaths, we'll all meet back in downward facing dog. Inhale through the nose, high on the tippy toes. Open mouth, exhale, sink into your heels. One more time. Inhale, lift the right leg up high. Find that balance between your right leg and your left, that balance in your hips. Come up on your toes, exhale, draw your knee to your nose, step it through. Roll the right arm up towards the ceiling. Gaze up at the right hand, roll that right shoulder back. Now slowly lower the left knee down, lower the right hand down inside that right foot, and turn those toes out to the top front corner of the mat, and roll to the outside edge of that right foot. Maybe you want to help that right knee open with your right hand. Find your breath. You can stay here if this feels good, or if you want to try to lower down to the forearms, you can. Let your head be heavy. Another one.
No, that's the tower.
Slowly come back up. Keep your left hand planted. Roll your right arm back. See if you can grab that foot. You can keep rolling to the outside edge of that right foot, letting that knee fall open if that feels good. Now use your breath. Really slowly, gently let those left toes float back down. And slowly reach up out of the waist. Lower your hands down, curl the left toes, shoot the right foot up, three-legged dog. Bend the knee, open the hips, try to stack them. Arms pressing down evenly, head is heavy, twist open. And slowly come back, downward facing dog. Press down into the right foot, inhale, left foot reaches up. Find that balance through the feet, through the hands, through the breath. Come up on the toes, exhale, knee to nose, step it through. Peel that left hand up, gaze up at it, stack the shoulders, roll that left shoulder back. Lower the right knee, lower the left hand, turn those toes out to that top front corner and roll to the outside edge of that left foot. Use the left hand to press that left knee open. Stay here or maybe lower down to the forearms, letting your head get heavy. Slowly come back up. Keep your right hand planted, roll your left hand back. See if you can grab that foot. Slowly, gently, those toes float down, those arms reach up. Lower the hands, curl the right toes under, shoot the left foot up. Three-legged dog, bend the knee, open the hips, find that balance through the arms. Feel the weight of your head. Slowly come back, downward facing dog. Inhale through the nose, come up high on the tippy toes. Open mouth, exhale, sink into the heels. One more time. Okay, we're gonna hop it up to a seat. Shift your gaze up between your hands, bend your knees, and hop it up to a seat at the top of the mat. And straighten your right leg out in front. So bring your left foot flat on the ground, a couple inches from your glute, a couple inches from your thigh, and kick out through the right heel. Maybe even lift it up off the ground. Inhale, reach up. Now keep all this length as you reach forward. Try to grab the foot. If you can't reach it, no problem. Just grab whatever you can and lift the heart up. Now pull the heart towards the foot. If this left shoulder starts to drop below the knee and you want to reach around for a bind, you can. Thumb turns down, palm turns back. Reach around, maybe you can grab a hold here. It's okay if the left sit bone comes off the ground. Imagine rooting down through the right quad and the left sit bone to lengthen up through the heart and the crown. Softly draw the shoulders out of the ears. Find your breath. Keep the right leg active. Slowly come back up. We're gonna find a twist to the left. Keep the right leg active. Turn to the left, plant the left hand at the base of the spine to lengthen. Reach the right arm up. Put the elbow outside the knee and twist your spine open, okay? Draw that left shoulder back more. Gaze out over it. Keep kicking through the right heel. Use your breath. Inhale, more length into your spine, the back of your neck. Chin parallel to the ground. Exhale, a little more softness. Relax the face and shoulders, but use a little more of that leverage to twist a little deeper. After all the air is out, you'll find a little more space. Twist into it. See if you can come back to that box breathing now. Slowly unwind, come through center, find a little counter twist on the right. Slowly come back up and switch. Straighten the left leg out, bring the right foot in flat. A couple inches, kick out to the left heel, lift it up off the ground, reach up out of the waist. Reach forward, grab the foot or whatever you can grab, lift the heart, lengthen, pull the heart towards the foot. If that shoulder goes below the knee, you can reach around, palm back, thumb down. Maybe you can grab a hold back there. Rooting down into the right foot and the left shin, kicking out to the left heel. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, soften. Slowly come back up. We'll find that twist to the right now. Why does that music keep stopping? Turn to the right, plant the right hand at the base of the spine to lengthen. Reach the left hand up. Hook elbow outside knee and twist. Gaze out over the right shoulder. Chin is parallel to the ground. Inhale, lengthen. Hold at the top. Exhale, soften and deepen. Hold at the bottom. Slowly, gently unwind through center. Find that little counter twist. And slowly come back up. Bring both your feet flat on the ground in front. Reach your hands forward and slowly roll back onto your back, hugging your knees into your chest. Now find a happy baby. Somebody's toy at the studio.
Do you want me to put music on?
I can just keep telling them I want it to play from here.
Can nobody be at the studio?
I don't know. I mean, I don't care if someone's there. I don't know why I shouldn't stop it. All right, now we're going to lower the feet down flat on the ground. Walk your fingers down to touch your heels to make sure they're in close enough. Press into the feet and lift the hips up. Find a little backward bend. See if you can get your shoulders underneath of your body here. Maybe interlacing the fingers under there. Maybe even gluing the palms together. Keep your knees stacked over the ankles, not splaying in or out. Press into all four corners of the feet and lift the hips a little higher. Find your breath. Roll up onto the tippy toes, lift everything up one more time, and then really, really slowly lower down. Try to feel the upper vertebrae touch first, and then roll each vertebrae slowly back down to the mat. So we're gonna do 2 more backward bends, just like that. So when you're ready, walk those fingers down to touch the heels, press into the feet and lift the hips. Maybe you draw those shoulder blades under the body and interlace the fingers. Maybe the palms glued together now. Draw the hands down, lift the hips up. So you're lifting the heart like you're trying to bring the chest all the way up to meet the chin. The chin's not really cooperating. It's not tucked in at all. It's just really slightly reaching up towards the ceiling. Press into the feet, roll up onto the toes, lift everything up one more time, and then really, really slowly back down, one vertebrae at a time. Now keep the booty down and arch the back up off the ground, lifting the heart up. And then again, try to lower first the upper vertebrae, and then the next one, and then the next one, until you're tucking the tailbone and lifting the booty off the ground just a little bit. Lower the booty back down, lift the heart, arch the back. And one more time, set that upper vertebrae down, roll each vertebrae down, tucking the tailbone, lifting the booty off the mat. So do one more back bend. You can either do just like we've been doing, or if you want to do full wheel, bring your hands up by your ears, with your fingers pointing back towards your feet, and press into the hands and lift up. Maybe you stop at the top of your head for a second, and then lift all the way up. Pressing into your hands and your feet. Trying to keep your knees and elbows in line. With your hands and your hips, your head is heavy. Breath is deep. Press into the feet and the hands. Lift the hips, lift the heart. Roll up onto the toes, lift everything up one more time, and then really, really slowly lower down. If you're all the way up, tuck the chin first. Then upper vertebrae touches down. Slowly roll each vertebrae back down. And hug your knees into your chest. Now cross your right knee over your left and grab the outside edge of your feet. If you want more, you can interlace your fingers around that left shin and draw it in towards you. Imagine your legs are shoelaces and you're trying to tighten that knot a little bit, bringing the knees a little closer together by drawing the feet in. Now, if it feels good, you can start to imagine you're going to lower your feet down till they're flat on the ground and start to let the knees fall forward a little bit. Keep your chin slightly tucked. Stay with your breath. and release. And we're just gonna switch the cross, left knee over right. Grab the outside edge of those feet or interlace the fingers around that right shin. Tuck the chin a little bit, tighten that knot up. And then if it feels good, imagine you're gonna place your feet flat on the ground as you let the knees fall forward. And release, unwind your legs, hug your knees in tight. We're gonna roll back into a plow pose. See if you can get the toes to touch the ground behind your head. Now see if you can relax your head and your neck a little bit more to soften into this a little more. Maybe you interlace the fingers back behind you, maybe the palms even glue together. Or maybe you need to keep your hands on your low back for support. See if you can find that 4 equal parts breath here. Softening through the shoulders, softening through the throat. Try not to let it be all stiff and crunched up here. Bring your hands to your low back. Create a shelf for your hips as you straighten the legs up towards the ceiling. Try to stack your hips over your shoulders and your feet over your hips. Zip your legs together, reach up through the balls of the feet. Find your breath, lift the feet up a little higher. Slowly lower back into that plow pose. For 2 full rounds of that box breath, see if you can soften into it a little bit more. Reach your hands forward, press down into the palms. Slowly roll 1 vertebra at a time back down to the mat. Once your booty touches the ground, keep squeezing your legs together, flex the feet. Press out through the heels and take at least 10 seconds to slowly lower the legs all the way down. Now bring your feet flat on the ground as wide as your mat. Bring your arms out like cactus and lower the knees to the right. Gaze out over the left hand. Slowly come back to center, look up at the ceiling. Drop your knees to the left, drop your gaze to the right. So just do this a couple more times with your own breath, windshield wipering the knees. And then if you want, you can hold it on one side. And maybe you want to place that heel on top, like if you're dropping to the right, maybe that right heel pins that left knee down to find a little deeper twist. Gazing out over the left shoulder, relax the shoulders. Relax the jaw. Find that 4 equal parts breath. And switch. Slowly come back to center, hug your knees into your chest. And if there's any one last pose your body's craving, feel free to do that now. And if not, we'll just slowly make our way into our final pose, corpse pose. Letting the legs go long. Spread your feet as wide as the mat. Let your toes fall open. Tuck your chin just a little bit. Bring one hand to your heart, one hand to your belly. Close your eyes. Now we'll do a little scan of the body, starting with the toes. See if you can relax the toes a little more. See if you can soften the arch of the foot. Soften through the ankles. And see if you can use your imagination and feel this gentle warmth, this gentle wave of relaxation making its way up your legs and helping you to relax a little deeper. Feel it heating up the calves, making them open. Feel it helping you unwind the knees as they get heavy. Feel it softening the big muscles in the legs. And feel that warmth in your pelvis and your belly. Really feeling the weight of your booty on the floor. Feeling really grounded here. See if you can really let go through the belly. Feel that gentle warmth coming up into the rib cage, softening the lungs, melting the heart. Feel the shoulders melting in really heavy, feeling the weight of the head and the neck and the shoulders. As that gentle warmth comes down the arms, softening the biceps and the triceps. Allowing the elbows and the forearms to unwind. The hands to open. Relax your jaw. Relax your tongue. Relax all that space behind your eyes a little bit more. And come back to that breath where you're not breathing through the nose or the mouth, where you're breathing through the skin all over the body evenly. And on the exhale, you're softening every muscle, every bone, every cell in the body. invite a deeper breath back into the body. And as you invite movement back into your fingers, into your toes, invite that joy of being back into your body, into this breath, into this moment. That joy of being that can only be accessed right here in this moment. When you're ready, we'll slowly roll onto either side. When you're ready, slowly use the strength of your arms to press yourself back up to a seat. Inhale the arms up overhead. Squeeze the palms together. One more time, we create space, lifting the heart. Bring the hands down to the heart. Let the head bow to the wisdom of the heart. Now we'll end with the eternal sound of Om. I know it's not quite the same when you can't feel your vibration meet everybody else's vibration, but it still feels really good to just feel that vibration inside of you. So join me if you like. I think your mics are off, so I can't hear you anyways, but bring your hands to your heart. Inhale through the nose. Bring the thumbs up to that space above the eyebrows. Take a moment to thank yourself for showing up. May all beings everywhere be free from pain and suffering. May our thoughts and actions in some way contribute to that. It's okay. Gee. Namaste. You were a little premature